Hey everybody, I'm back. So, I'm Tiffany. I am the Director of Engagement for HBCU Digest. I am an alumni recruiter for the Howard University Alumni Club of Detroit. And in my professional life, I am an HBCU advocate. So, that can be a bit frustrating. And so, since I handle all of the Digest's social media, I get a lot of mentions and DMs. And I figure, not to be confessions, because no, but we could help each other. So, I decided to start Ask the HBCU Advocate. Not to say that I am the HBCU Advocate, but here we are. So, I will do a weekly video. I will answer and share submissions that I receive throughout the week. We'll do this Tuesday and Thursday. So, this week, it's all me. Next week, it's on y'all. So, but wait. If you don't already follow HBCU Digest or me, you should do that. Now, here we go. So, I told you guys that I am the Howard University Alumni Recruiter for the Alumni Club of Detroit. I have been doing this since last September. And I figured, I can do this. I'm near peer. I love Howard. I can't, cut a check like how I want to cut a check to Howard. Yet, so, this talent and this time that I have in abundance, I can give to the club and to the city. So that's what I did, right? Only I didn't realize how frustrating it would be. And there is no easy way to have this conversation or to say what I'm going to say. So I'm just going to say it. And it's frustrating because more often than not, I encounter students who do not meet the admissions requirement for any of Howard's colleges or schools. And it's particularly frustrating because we're talking about Howard. And I don't have a problem with students not knowing about Howard. Every single event that I went to from September until April was the line down the hall because people want to know about Howard. People want to get into Howard. But wanting to get into Howard, I don't know, and I love Howard. Y'all know I love Howard. I don't know if it's that they want to get into Howard because Howard is their dream school, Howard is their number one, or if it's just Howard. And if we're being honest, I think the majority of it is because it's Howard. So, I've joked about this, but I've been completely serious. I've joked about this on Digest After Dark, the podcast. You should also listen to our podcast. That I'm quick to turn a student away from Howard. I really will. Don't let me be between Alcorn or Tennessee State or Jackson State or Benedict. I will send a student over there quickly, especially if they are interested in a program or a major that's done better at those schools than my own. I don't have a problem with doing that. Some people do though, and that's been interesting. But again, if we're all here because we're volunteering our time to positively impact the student, what do I look like not letting them know what their greatest options are? And sometimes that's not. So yesterday I tweeted that Howard University is the Mecca. It is the capstone for Negro education, but that does not mean that it is your Hillman. And I meant that. I first gave a talk in February to the African American Awareness Club out at a suburban school. Like, we're talking 20 miles from Detroit, a very suburban school. Had almost the entire African American Awareness Club at this talk. And I named the lecture How to Reach Hillman, simply because I realized, albeit later on in life, that everybody doesn't want to go to Howard. And so for me, watching A Different World, Hillman was Howard and Howard was Hillman for me. But that's not what it is for everybody. And so in this talk that I gave to these high school students, I explained to them what the differences are between our schools, what the commonalities are between our schools, but the things that they should look for within themselves and also in choosing their best fit HBCU. And so it's frustrating as a recruiter and as an advocate to be called into some of these spaces, and because a counselor may only know about Howard or Hampton or Morehouse or Spelman, that's what they want to feed to their students. No, that's irresponsible. And at this point, I don't want to continue to be in a space where I'm only allowed to or only supposed to highlight those schools, primarily because if I'm talking to a group of a group of students who do not have the grades or the test scores or the finances to finance Howard, Hampton, Morehouse, Spelman, I'm wasting their time and I'm wasting my time. And so, of course, I don't speak for any of these institutions. I definitely don't speak for my own, but we would be going out of the world backwards if we didn't responsibly inform counselors, teachers, parents, because it can look like college isn't for a student, or they're never going to make it if we don't show them things that are attainable. So that's my main thing of trying to figure out, because school is about to start in Michigan in September. The calendar for the HBCU fairs is going to be dropping soon, and I just want to work smarter instead of harder this year. So that's my goal. As they say on the timeline, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. For submissions, you can continue to DM me on Twitter, or you can email me, or those are the only ways. But seriously though, you can DM questions, you can DM comments, frustrations that you have, and Tuesdays and Thursdays we'll hash this out. Thanks for watching.